Today is Monday, September 3rd, 2018. My name is Hollywood J. Black, and this is the Ovatyme Sports Show. Good evening, everyone. Oh, man. This has been a hell of a day. On Labor Day, of all days, Labor Day, we have seen, I would want to say, white America at war with itself. And that's not mean to be disrespectful to my white Americans at all. I love my white people. I love my black people. I love every single race, every single color, every single creed. But today has been a day of ages where white America has been tested. First, we had MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, coming out against Colin Kaepernick. Coming out against Eminem today with not only a diss track, but a subsequent music video. Entirely unsports related, right? But you can see how this has caused Big Sin still mad over here, ladies and gentlemen, about the game on the game tonight. It was all bad for him. It was all bad. That's all I can really say. I won 26-13, but it's cool. No hard feelings, right, buddy? But yes, it has been a conflicting day for white America. Because white America does not know who to take sides. Are we siding with Machine Gun Kelly? Are we siding with Eminem? Machine Gun Kelly with Eminem. And the whole world is in a frenzy, right? Now, and I think I know why Big Sin didn't want to join in on this video broadcast, because he knew what I was going to talk about. Or at least I hope he knew what I was going to talk about. I hope that he knows what's coming on, especially if he's seen the title for the show. He's mad, bruh. But peep game. So here's the deal. Today, the Nike Shoe Corporation has debuted their new Just Do It 30th anniversary campaign. On this 30th anniversary campaign that they debuted, they have announced their star athletes for this 30-year campaign of the Just Do It slogan. So these athletes include Serena Williams, Odell Beckham Jr., Shaquem Griffin, and that man himself. Yes, that's right. I'm talking about Colin Kaepernick. Now, Colin Kaepernick, not only is he the iconic athlete in this, they also have a grand poster for him, and I'm going to throw it up on there right now. Give me a second here. Pulled up for all of America to see. Might slow down my thing a little bit, but we're going to put it up right now. Bam. Colin Kaepernick has returned to the limelight in probably the biggest way possible. Colin Kaepernick has returned, and Nike has caused some controversy within itself. And that's why I say white America has been in conflict. They have no idea what to do. They have no idea whether to be mad. They don't know whether to be angry. They out here cutting off Nike symbols off of socks. They out here burning shoes. They out here doing everything that they possibly can to justify their anger. And again, this is nothing against white American. I told you, I love my people, but now there's a conflict. And now they have to make a choice. Is it gonna be Is it going to be a Kaepernick bingo? Is that what you're going to do, sir? Is that what you're making? Because you knew I had to talk about it. Like I said, in the biggest way possible, they have decided to back Colin Kaepernick because they know that their star athletes, the guys that represent their brand, support Colin Kaepernick. They know that the fans, the majority of the fans that love Nike and that actually live and die for Nike products, the same mofos that are fighting and out there or jealousy or inspired by Nike products, those are the same people that are supporting Colin Kaepernick. So to Nike and to their athletes, to their people that rock Nike, the main people that rock Nike, this is who they have chosen. And you see, obviously, this is why I have my Nike shirt on today. Because this is obviously in full support of what they are doing. And I know Big Sid says every time the Kaepernick board mentions, he's going to mention it every single time. And I don't mean to mention, but hey, even that I mentioned Colin Kaepernick, he still has not, he's made less money than Sam Bradford. Anyways, and this is kind of the point, right? So Nike has a ton of African-American athletes. They have a ton of African-American fans. The people that are buying their sneakers that are consistently outside of stores are African-American. There was a point where people were out there killing themselves in the street and still do. Ain't that something? That's something that we got to ask ourselves, right? Where are we headed? Where are we headed with this? A major corporation, a multi-billion-dollar corporation has drawn the line in the sand. They have said, this is who we support. This is the equivalent of when Eminem has decided and said, this is who we support. I support African Americans. And he drew the line in the sand. Now, this is literally the first multi-billion-dollar corporation to draw the line. The most iconic one of the most iconic multi-billion-dollar corporations. Not like Apple's doing it or whatever the case may be, but you get what I'm saying. You get where I'm coming from because now they have to make a choice. So the fallout from this is that I'm surprised Donald Trump hasn't said anything yet, but I guess it's not 2 a.m, so I guess we're going to find out soon enough, right? He sent me the obituary for Mr. Machine Gun Kelly. Big and Rich, I guess John Rich of Big and Rich has stated his opinion on the matter. He's not happy at all. Matter of fact, he's fuming and downright pissed. And guess what? Good for him. He has that right to be downright fuming pissed. Mentioning the pig socks representing the police that Colin Kaepernick put out. Now, we could take that one small set of judgment and chastise Colin Kaepernick for it. But we all know what has been going on in America with police brutality, and it has continued, and it still continues to this day. It's not like we've just stopped. The police brutality has just stopped. It hasn't stopped. I'm sorry. It just hasn't. But the fact of the matter is that what other multi-billion-dollar corporations are going to be like, oh, I support Donald Trump and I support this and I support that. Colin Kaepernick and as a whole, the Nike movement, they're saying that, I mean, of course, Colin Kaepernick is not signed to an NFL team, so it's not necessarily a conflict of interest. But of course, to the people out there that are doing this is a conflict of interest to them. This is a huge conflict of interest because Nike is the number one sports apparel supplier. Nike is the number one shoe apparel supplier. They have the largest, the best athletes, the biggest athletes in the world. Hands down. There is no discussion. There is no debate on that. The debate now comes in is whether it's really going to be some negative connotations or negative reactions and whatever the case may be for Colin Kaepernick and necessarily Nike. I think Nike is big enough and the African-American athletes support them enough to where there won't be any conflict. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong, but I doubt it. I seriously doubt that that this is not going to be the case. I seriously think that we've now turned a corner in the movement. We've now come to a place where it's saying your move. And here's the really fact of the matter. And this might become as, I don't know, this might become as an insult to maybe a few of y'all out there. And I'm sorry if it does. Especially to you Trump supporters out there. The people that are really chastising this move, whatever the case may be. The people that live and die for Nike are not people that are going to go against Colin Kaepernick. The customer base that Nike fits is not going to go against Colin Kaepernick nor Nike. And because of this, you can sit there and burn all your socks all you want to. You can burn all your Cortezes, your shoes, the Shooter McGavin's the Shooter McGavin 5s, whatever the case may be. You can burn all them damn shoes all you want to. Y'all can be mad. Y'all can be big fucking mad. But the fact of the matter is this. Tell him that he's wrong. If Nike is wrong in where their stance is, especially because Colin Kaepernick literally sacrificed his career for what he believed in. Colin Kaepernick gave up everything. He even said it when he started kneeling that. He said that the backlash was going to be too fucking real. And it was. And he lost his job. And a team won't sign him because of his kneeling. They're so fucking scared. Because they're scared of fucking Donald Trump. Scared of the Republicans. They're scared of all this and all that. But you know what? Tough titty. That's all I got to say. You mad? You big mad? Y'all big mad about Colin Kaepernick? Y'all big mad about y'all big mad about Mr. Nike and him? Y'all can be big mad all you want to. But the reality is that you know that he's right. You know that what they stand for is right. And if they turn their back on all of their athletes, then Nike will not come back from that. They did the right thing for their athletes. They did the right thing for their fans. And most importantly, they did the right thing for the sake of doing the right thing. And you can take that shit to the bank. So now that I've gone on my Colin Kaepernick rant, let's get into some NFL news. Because that is a segue for NFL news. Give me a second here. I have notes. Notes, baby. So I hope everybody's prepared for football. Shaquem Griffin. It looks like that he finally made the roster. He made the last roster. The man without a hand has made the roster of the Seattle Seahawks just for the sake of making the roster for the Seattle Seahawks. And he was actually pretty fucking good. A one-handed man playing better than two-handed players out there doing his damn thing. And you ain't got to worry about him breaking a hand. Or just maybe the other one. Ooh, did I say that? That was so bad. Was it bad? No, it wasn't bad. Come on, have a little fucking sense of humor, goddammit. But on the really real, Shaquem Griffin has made the team. I'm really happy. I'm really excited about the prospect of this. The man balled his ass out at UCF. All-American. The man balled himself out in preseason, and I think that the man is going to continue to ball out here in the NFL. I feel a trade coming on. I really do. Le'Veon Bell is so angry with the fact that the Steelers will not give him a contract. And this is funny. I find this funny because there's Steelers fans who are like, oh, he should just report. He should just come in. He should got to do it for the team. Y'all concerned yourself about his production, and that's really all y'all care about. Y'all are really concerned about his health, his well-being, anything else. Y'all are concerned about his livelihood. Is that, yes, he's making $15 million this year. But if he tears up a knee on a contract, then he's not seeing that money ever again. This is about safety and security. And next year, if they try to sign him, they're going to have to a franchise tender, they're going to have to pay $16, $17 million. This whole franchise tag bullshit is disgusting. And I'm glad that Le'Veon Bell is sticking it to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Because either you pay the man or you don't. He said he wasn't going to report this year. And he's sticking by his guns. You can't fault a man for doing what he said that he was going to do. You just can't. You really just can't. Now, the next thing, I think we talked about the Khalil Mack trade earlier. That was crazy. That was some craziness. I don't really have any more to say on it, except that the Bears have just probably improved their chances. And we are, like I said, we had them at 8-8, 9-7. I had the Bears possibly stealing a playoff spot, and I think that just may happen. But who knows? The Jets have committed to starting Sam Darnold in New York. That's good. Give the rookie quarterback a chance to shine. The only thing I worry about is he's got to play the New England Patriots twice a year. That's a bunch of fuckery right there. What else here? We got what else? My mind is slipping. Sorry. I think that's really it. As far as the NFL. Let's go into some NCAA football news. Ooh. We haven't talked about the NCAA in a minute. This past week was the first week of NCAA football action. And as we know, when we talk about the NCAA, right, it's difficult because the first week is almost kind of a throwaway week unless you have to play somebody like real serious, right? It's almost as if the teams that they play is just a warm-up. So, for example, UCF just beat the crap. On Thursday, beat the crap out of UConn. But on Friday, we have Wisconsin mollywop Western Kentucky. We have Michigan State barely getting past Utah State. But then we had Stanford mashing on San Diego State. Alabama beating Louisville 51-14. Clemson beating Furman 48-7. Georgia beating Austin Peay 45-0. Ohio State beating Oregon State 77-31. Auburn skating by Washington. Well, Washington, oddly enough, Washington was ranked higher, and they skated by. Oklahoma beating Florida Atlantic 63-14. Penn State barely getting past Appalachian State 45-38. Notre Dame beating Michigan 24-17. USC skating by UNLV. And me and Big Sin talked about this. We said that bet on that game. I hope y'all bet on that game. I really did. I hope y'all made a good bet. TCU beating Southern 55-7. West Virginia beating Tennessee 40-14. Mississippi State beating Stephen Austin 63-6. Boise State beating Troy 56-20. Maryland beating Texas 34-29. Oregon beating Bowling Green 58-24. LSU beating Miami 33-17. And then we got a game going on where it's 24-3. Virginia Tech has beaten Florida State. That's a rough one. Florida State lost, got their asses kicked. I was partially watching that game, and I had to turn away because it was just disgusting. Not a good way to start off the Willie Taggart saga in Florida State. It's college is going to be a long way. We got a long season, baby. A lot of long stuff going on. All right, so finally, we got some Major League Baseball news. We'll take care of that on deck. Oakland A's beating the Yankees 6-3. Remember, I told you the Oakland A's are trying to creep up on the Houston Astros. They're trying to get them going. But Astros have been doing their thing. Let's take a look and see where that leaves Oakland after that win. Oakland's still 2.5 games behind Houston. So right now the playoffs look like this. The standings look like this. We have Boston and the Yankees on top in the East. We have Cleveland and Minnesota. Cleveland solely on top of the Central. Houston and Oakland firmly on top of the West. Too many games back. Again, we got 20-some games left in the season. Should be a hell of a road down to the end. It's really going to come down to the end. Right now, we have in the National League, we have Atlanta and Philadelphia on top of the East with Washington trying to creep in. The Central, we got a three-way dance with St. Louis, Milwaukee, and Chicago. And then in the West, we got the Dodgers, the Rockies, and the Diamondbacks. And the San Francisco Giants are about to creep up past 500. They get past 500, the sky's the limit if they can go on a streak. It's dangerous, dangerous, dangerous. I keep telling everybody, if your favorite team is on the bubble, I really, really hope that you're watching them. And I hope that you're cheering them on. Because you never know. Maybe they just might end up in the playoffs. And that's about it. That is about it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you enjoyed the Ovatyme Sports Show. I know we're doing it on a late night. I apologize. But you know that's how we do. I never pull no punches. So make sure you catch us Wednesday night. Wednesday night, 11:30 p.m. We will be live and on it. We're going to go into an NFL preview. We got some stuff to talk about for the week one because we got a game coming up. And then we got the weekend on Saturday. We got shit popping there. Actually, we might. Who knows? We'll figure it out though. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. I am your boy, Hollywood J. Black. Thank you for watching the Ovatyme Sports Show. We are out this bitch. Deuces.